Hi everyone, this is D Keys bringing you an Elementalist's guide to the Volcanic Fractal. In the first encounter of this fractal, you'll fight waves of Grawl. To safely initiate this encounter, jump up the rock wall to the right of where you spawn, and LOS the Grawl around the rock ledge of this ramp. Since Grawl can be blinded, I would recommend using Glyph of Storms and Earth Attunement, as well as Lightning Hammer, to keep blinds up on the Grawl while your party members CC the Grawl. If possible, put a fire field under where you're standing so that you can safely stack might for your party. You can also stack might between waves of Grawl. While using Lightning Hammer, remember to stand in your fire field in order to stack might. You can also use Lightning Hammer 5, Static Field, to CC enemies if your party doesn't have enough others available, and Lightning Hammer 4 to tag ranged mobs that won't LOS properly. If using an offhand focus, chain Swirling Winds with other projectile reflex to help keep your party safer from the attacks by Shaman and Raiders. While not all of the Grawl will activate your stacking sigils, it is still a good idea to use stacking sigils for the beginning of this fractal so that other fights go faster. In the next part of this fractal, you will run down a hallway that is filled with flaming boulders. You can outrun the boulders if you are out of combat or if you have swiftness, but you cannot outrun them if you are in combat and do not have swiftness. Your party can safely wait in the hallway past where the rocks break so that you can change weapons and skills for the next part of this fractal. In the first part of this encounter, you'll have to protect human captives from veteran Grawl who will try to shove them off the cliff. Meanwhile, your party must also throw stones at the champion shaman to break his shield bubble. Just about any weapon set is appropriate for this part of the fractal. If you're responsible for running the stones, I prefer staff so that I can give myself plenty of swiftness. If dealing with the veterans, you'll want to chain your CC skills with your party mates. On main hand dagger, that's primarily Earth 3, as well as Water 3. On offhand dagger, that would be Air 5, as well as Earth 4. On staff, that would be Earth 4 and Earth 5, as well as Water 4. And on offhand focus, that would be Water 4, Water 5, and Air 5. When not actively using your CC skills, remember to stack might for your party so that you can kill the veterans quickly, and DPS as normal. If your party is having problems preventing the veterans from getting to the captives, you could also use Signet of Earth for the 3 to 4 second immobilize, or Glyph of Elemental Power while in Water or Earth Attunement so that you can keep cripple or chilled up on the enemies. While fighting the veterans, you'll also have to watch out for the large AoE circles caused by the falling rocks. They don't really do a lot of damage, but their knockdown is pretty annoying. If you are in an AoE circle, you'll want to dodge as soon as you see it flash. It is good practice for the person running the stones to call out when he or she is on the last stone. That way, he or she can throw it when you kill the last vet and prevent a veteran from spawning while you're fighting the champion. Take DPS-oriented utilities for the champ and stand at max melee range. If your party has enough reflect, stand behind the reflect so that you can avoid his fireball attack. If not, spread out and be ready to dodge if he's facing you. Maintain a good might stacking and DPS rotation for your party. If using Glyph of Elementals, cast an Air Attunement so that your elemental will attack at range and not activate the boss's melee attack. When the champion reforms his shield, find another imbued stone and throw it at the champ to break the shield. The champion will also periodically use Churning Earth. When he uses that skill, you may DPS for about 3 more seconds, then as the stone ring approaches the edge of the red ring, you'll want to dodge out. At about 25% health, the champion will retreat, and if you manage to save all the villagers, then you will be rewarded with a bonus chest at the base of the altar. After a short run through another set of caves, you'll arrive at the final boss of this fractal, another fight with a shaman. Dagger focus, scepter focus, and staff are all acceptable choices for this fight. If meleeing with dagger focus, I would recommend that one of your weapons have a sigil of energy on it. When in melee, you'll want to dodge as soon as the shaman faces you, as if he's going to shoot an arrow at you, and whenever he goes up into the air, dodge and run away, as his multiple AoE attack has a very generous AoE range. When he raises up into the air to do his large AoE attack, just walk out of the way. If low on dodges or low on health, Swap to Water attunement and attack at 900 range while you regain energy and health. Also, put down a Fire field while in Fire attunement so that your allies can stack Might if they have blast finishers available. If using Scepter as your main hand, you'll want to swap between Fire attunement, doing a Might stacking combo on top of the boss, and Air attunement so that you can auto attack and have Swirling Winds when it's available. There's usually enough time between phase transitions so that you can use Swirling Winds once while the shaman's vulnerable, and have it ready for when your party will need extra reflect during the phase transition. For my utilities, I always take Glyph of Storms to cast an Earth attunement on the Lava Elementals for the blind, and Glyph of Elementals so that I have a face tank for sticky situations. Frostbow is also a good option here for its AoE. Otherwise, I use DPS utilities, though if you're less comfortable with this fight, definitely take utilities that will help you survive the more difficult phase transitions, such as a better heal, or Mist Form, or Cleansing Fire to get rid of Immobilize. Especially if using Offhand Focus, I would recommend using Ether Renewal as your heal for the additional condition removal. Remember to always keep moving in this part of the fractal, as if you stand still, burning will be applied to you because the floor is very hot. If this burning is applied to you, then you will lose a decent amount of your HP. If you have Offhand Focus equipped, you can use Earth 4 to remove this condition if you do not have any other condition removal available. You'll also want to avoid the lava pools, as they will deal hefty amounts of damage to you. If using Main Hand Dagger, as well as Scale Venom or Glyph of Elemental Power, be very careful about using your water auto attack. It has that 10% or 25% chance of applying conditions to yourself. If using Staff, swap to Water at the phase transition so that you can place Frozen Ground, Water 4, underneath the shaman. This will apply chill and cause him to travel slowly towards the captives. You'll also want to be ready to put down Water 5, Healing Rain, on you and your party mates to help keep your HP up, assuming that that will not counteract any other fields you and your party mates are putting down. Swap to Air to place down an Air 5 static field around the largest group of lava elementals, and then swap to Earth to use the CC skills in that attunement as well. One Fire attunement is available again. Place Earth 2, Eruption, where your party mates are, and then place a lava font on top of it to stack Might. You'll notice that after every phase transition, we herd the shaman back to about the center of the room. This way, he has to travel an equal distance to get to any of the villagers. If a party mate is downed, quickly get to them and use Earth 4 and Earth 5 if you have a focus to keep yourself alive while you res them. If a party mate is defeated, the person with aggro from the shaman should kite the shaman away, and the other party mates should work on resing the defeated player. And that's it for the Volcanic Fractal. Thanks for watching.